Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We now have with us Eric Choquette, which is Chief Financial Officer of Sensio Technologies, a venture company, and which I think will have some potential later. And it's just up to you to watch it and follow closely what's happening there. We will talk with him to find out a little bit more about this company. Mr. Choquette, good day.
Good afternoon, Mr. Gagnon.
I said on my show earlier that I like technology. I believe in technology, and a lot of people made lots of money on companies that are now very big and not always been very big. And I'm not talking about Research in Motion. Research in Motion had some problem recently, but today there was a lot of money to make with it. And but let's talk about your company. I want to talk about the potential for the future there. I know you're still in development. Absolutely. You have big guys around you, and I like what I've seen. We do have a little video here, and that you have made, which people won't see it through internet and the quality of video that we have, but I see it myself, and I find it's not in 3D, but it's crystal clear picture what I see, and that's the type of technology you're talking about.
Absolutely. What you saw just before was a trailer that we've made for finals of the NBA. We did the final. We broadcast it in France, actually. It was the game 4, 5, and 6 of Miami against Dallas. And yes, it was absolutely as clear as this image that you have in 2D, except it was in 3D.
Mm-hmm. And but to be able to view any 3D, as far as I'm concerned, I think we still always need special glasses.
Absolutely, yep. You will still need it. Maybe at a certain point, going to be able to have it without glasses. But in my personal opinion, I think we are maybe 7 to 10 years from there. I still believe that we will have it with the actual glasses. Now you have two types of glasses. You have the active one, like Sony, Samsung TV sets have with. So this is more shutter glasses. So you have some flickering of images each 60 times per second. And as well, I mean, those glasses are very, very expensive. You're talking about $150 per pair. So for a family of 4, I mean, you will have the first 2 free, but you'll have to pay $300 for the 2 others. And I mean, there's, the idea of having Super Bowl one day in 3V and inviting a bunch of friends at home, it becomes quite expensive.
Everyone bring his own glasses.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. But now you are having new TV sets that are coming out using passive glasses. So the same one, exactly the same one that you're using in cinema. So it becomes much more, much cheaper for a consumer. As well, the experience is, in my opinion, more so. So it's the image is still high quality image, but you will not have to stay in a range to make sure that your glasses will continue to be activated.
Years and years ago, I went to Universal Studio, and I have a Terminator or 2 or 1, I think, that was there in 3D, and I can see the guy coming to my nose, but that's an old technology for filming. But
yep.
What's new is the technology for transporting.
Absolutely.
The picture. But so far, we cannot see 3D anywhere else than in a cinema.
You have some TV sets that are sold right now. You can have some content at home, but I mean it's very minimal right now. What you can have. But
are you planning that we will be able to see like 3D on a computer screen?
Absolutely. And this is, if I go back to what Sensio is doing, basically 3D is one thing. It's 2 images.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to transport those images on the actual 2D infrastructure, you will struggle because you will need more bandwidth. So it costs more to all the broadcaster, and there's no reason why they will invest if they don't get a return on that. Right now, that's where they're struggling, and that's where everybody is talking for compression, spatial compression family, so which is a family that Sensio is part of. So basically what we're doing is taking the two images, put it in a single signal, transporting this signal over the actual 2D infrastructure, and at the end, we're just taking those two images back and presented them on a display, which can be a TV or a computer or even a mobile one day.
But when you compress something, you can send it faster through the net, but you have to decompress it at the other point, and usually it takes time, because when we are ordering a file, we see the decompression thing, but on a TV, on a live 3D thing, you cannot have any time.
You cannot have any delay at all.
No.
And what is also very important is to have the same level of quality than you have in 2D. So as I said before, there's multiple technology that are part of this spatial compression family. You have side-by-side, top-bottom, above, below. But all those technology, because of the way they've been developed, have lower quality level than Sensio Hi-Fi 3D, and this is because of the way our engineers develop the technology and the quality of when you're comparing a 3D image with a 2D image, the quality is almost the same. Of course, there's theoretical lose, but you will not see it with the eye. That's part of the reason why we've been involved in live 3D events in cinema. So our technology was used for more than 50 events so far worldwide, and our claim of fame is the Soccer World Cup, the FIFA, that we did in June last year.
But it's still... The market is quite big, but we have to be able to produce a technology that could be afforded by everyone using on their normal TV set. Because
Absolutely.
if we have to wait for the new television until everyone has the new 3D television, which costs thousands of dollars so far, it's going to take a long time, though.
Yeah, and some research marketers came out saying that you will see the hockey stick of 3D growing this year. So last year they sold 1.1 million 3D TV sets worldwide. They're expecting to have, it's 3.6, sorry, last year. They're expecting to have 18 million of TV sets sold this year. I think that the marketing around it just changed a bit. It's now seen as a 3D because people were under the impression that buying a 3D TV set was for 3D program only, but it's not that. I mean, you can also use it for 2D. So it's now more a feature that is presented. And regarding the price, we can see that the price are just going down right now. So you can afford a 3D TV set for maybe few $100 more than the 2D TV set.
I went to Future Shop. There was a demo there. I took the glasses. I tried it, and man, I couldn't see that much difference. There was no depth there that much, you know. And I presume what they had, where they had, were supposed. What are they using right now for those that produce 3D programs?
I will give you an answer, and if I'm not answering right, just indicate it to me, and I will try to come back to your answer. But you know, going back in December 2009, we made a financing of $10 million at that time, and we were explaining to all the investors that all the industry would have to go through what we call a chasm, because of the way that the offer was packaged. It is not attractive for the consumer. It needs to be very, very easy for it. So when he come back at home with his new TV sets, just have to take it out of the box, put it on his desk, and then plug it, and it's functional. Right now, it's a bit more complicated than that. There's problem as well to find some content out there. So if you want to make this successful, you need to have a package that will be easy to use for the consumer. So that's one part of the reason why we're struggling right now with the sales. I think that everything is going on the right side. As I said before, Vizio, that we already have an agreement with him to embed our technology in their product, will come out with a technology using passive glasses, so the same one than you have in theaters. You'll have as well an apps on the TV that you'll just have to click on to get some content in 3D. So the offer is becoming much more easier to use, or the product becoming much more easier to use for the consumer. And this is where we think at Sensio, this is where it will just begin to go up, and then sky is the limit.
So you still have some $7 million in cash right now.
Absolutely.
Your sale has increased by 178% or so.
Yep.
I had it earlier. I lost it, but your expense has grown as much.
Yeah,
and you still have a lot of expense to do in development.
I would say that regarding the expenses, things will stabilize this year, so we will not have much more expenses to do. But regarding the revenues, just with the base of customers that we have right now, and with the fact that at the end of this year we should have revenue coming from 6 different business lines, I think that this year will be a great one for Sensio. Not telling you that we're going to be cash positive at the end of this year, but considering the fact that at the level that we are right now, we have a burn rate of around $250,000 per month. I mean, we have cash in front of us for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
So which is quite good.
Do you expect to see the trend reversing before this deadline?
You mean
when you're talking about those? Are they new revenues? You're coming about 6 way of revenue.
Yeah, part of those are existing right now, and some are new ones. So yes, I think that maybe prior to this 2 year period, yeah, things could change, and we could generate more money. Could we become cash flow positive on a 2 year perspective? That could be probable. I think so.
It always depends, because so many things can happen in the company. You may come out with a partner. You may do an acquisition to get some customers.
Absolutely.
Who knows what's going to happen? You probably know and won't tell. You don't even have the right to tell us something that is not known already. It's the law of security commissions and all that. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I find it interesting. And as long as you are not in big problem, it's just a matter of time when you only have 52 million share issue.
Yep, absolutely.
So it's not a fully diluted company like Small Minds that had 300 million share. Haven't found anything yet. So you have some strong development base. Do you have any competitor that are in the same?
I would say that our main competitor is open source format. So open source format basically is free.
Yep.
So that's part of the reason why, if I'm a C manufacturer, I will test the market first with free technology, and if it sticks, then I will look for differentiators. So this is what happened exactly this year, and hopefully next year they will look for a differentiator, and Sensio will become a choice.
So that's all the time we had, Mr. Choquette. We really thank you for coming to us, and we'll be following very closely your company.
Thank you very much, Mr. Carignan.
Thank you.